everybody, Maestro here. Welcome to the Con's Court. Today we have Batman Arkham Shadow official gameplay trailer, Gamescom 2024. This was released by IGN about 3 hours ago. The views are still going up as we speak, very rapidly. It's about 2 minutes long. I don't know exactly how I feel about this. Obviously, with it being a Oculus game, it kind of brings it down to almost a complete disinterest for me. But due to the fact that it is an Arkham game, it's still going to be based in the Arkham verse, and this will be before the absolute dumpster fire of a tragedy that Arkham Suicide Squad game was. Because that was absolutely terrible. So this is before this. This is in the early years of Batman, from what I'm understanding. So this is kind of, I believe, after Arkham Origins, if I'm correct. But this is an Oculus game, so I don't know if I'm going to get it. I might get it just to try it out, but I don't know about actually making videos on it or anything. A lot of people are already disinterested, and this is not a very popular thing. Nobody really cares about this. But I thought I might as well go ahead and give it a shot and check out the actual gameplay. And who knows, maybe it'll actually be fun and worth a while to go check out. So let's go ahead and get this started. For the MetaQuest.
This rat cult spreads through Gotham like a plague. I have to stop it, even if it consumes me.
The corrupt system has failed you. Are you not angry? Fight back!
It's the freaking bag! We aren't afraid of you!
Huh.
Jim, this rat king could be anywhere. A face in the crowd, a foot soldier in his own fanatical mob. So how in the hell do we find him?
Targets are all city employees, civil servants, public officials. You could have been more than a symbol. You could have been a god.
Look out!
You don't calm down. Someone's going to die.
Alfred.
Actually looks kind of cool.
Mine.
Something big's going down tonight.
I'm just wondering, is this buttons that they're pressing, or is this them actually doing the actions, like putting them in an actual chokehold? You know what I mean?
It feeds the shadow deep inside us.
You're everything that's wrong with Gotham. I'm done holding back.
Who the heck is that? You can tell that that's the Arkham Origins
I can
Batman.
bring the Rat King to you.
Become the Night, October 2024. Only on the MetaQuest 3. I am vengeance. I am the night. I am Batman. It looks cool. At the end of the day, it's so, you know, it fulfills a sort of dream for any person who's been a fan of Batman, because this was kind of the ultimate dream. You get to actually be Batman. And the idea of VR was super, super cool, even growing up, that eventually one day VR would be so advanced, you would actually feel like you are Batman. Some Ready Player One type stuff. Kind of like the stuff that you see at some of the malls where they have like a big VR station with a little 360 treadmill that you run on. Kind of like the ones that I've seen online where they've got like people holding fake plastic guns and they're running on a 360 treadmill and it's at like a mall. That was like the overall dream for VR. And it was, the whole idea was to make games like this feel absolutely real. But the problem with modern VR right now, if it does not have that 360 treadmill, if it doesn't have the harness, if it doesn't have all that stuff, which costs thousands and thousands of dollars, which is most obviously not cheap at all, and not even near affordable for a normal person or a normal household, even a normal entire household, you end up hitting this ceiling. And the ceiling is quite literally money. VR is only cool if you've got money. And that is the unfortunate truth. And I say that with a drawback. Anything can be fun if you make it fun. If you enjoy simple games, if you enjoy little like hand activity games and stuff like that, kind of like doing puzzles and building stuff like Legos and stuff like that in real life, you're going to enjoy the Oculus Quest 3. You're going to enjoy stuff like that because I've got an Oculus. I very much enjoy stuff like that. Beat Saber, you're not moving around a whole lot. You might be bending your body a little bit, but you're using your hands and your arms a whole lot more than anything. But the dream of VR is this. This is kind of what it is. The problem is that like you want your whole body involved. And for me, at least that's my dream. I want my entire body involved. If I'm going to be Batman in VR and actually play as Batman, I want to drop kick people. I want to feel like I'm actually gliding. I want to be doing all those crazy Batman kicks and takedowns and actually putting someone in a chokehold in the VR game and just putting them to sleep, or actually taking a grappling hook and tying them up to a gargoyle. That's what I want to do. And this game seems like it's doing that. Or it's trying its very hardest to do that. Obviously, the kicking and stuff, it might end up being buttons, because I don't think they're going to let you just drop kick in the middle of the air for the game, and I doubt the game's going to pick that up. But that's like the overall dream for any type of game at all, especially a Batman game or like a superhero game. And without that aspect, it doesn't feel as fun for me. I don't get as much joy out of a VR game, especially an Oculus game like they have them now, as I do something like a PlayStation game, like Spider-Man 2, or like any of the actual Batman Arkham console games. I get far more joy out of doing that than I do the Oculus. And the drawback from that, the reason that it's being held back, is for the simple fact that you cannot get as immersed as VR needs to be entertaining, to be fully entertaining and as engaging, and to be a competition and be competitive enough to stay on the same level as a console. You unfortunately have to have almost a perfectly real aspect to it. Your kicks register, your punches register. I'm sorry for kicking the camera, I saw it shake. I mean, everything has to register. Everything you do, it's got to be fluid and nice. No different than a console game. You press a button and it fluidly goes straight into it. Everything goes straight into it. There's no lagging. There's no lag spikes. There's no drag to it. Your vision's not going to be absolutely blurred or blurry at all in any way. Unlike with the VR, your vision can get blurry. If the headset moves a certain way, it can easily get knocked off, and stuff like that. So that's where a VR game immediately turns me away. Immediately. And it's not anybody at Oculus's fault. Like, anybody who makes the Oculus and makes the games, it's not any of your all's fault. It's just you're at an unfortunate time where the Oculus games and the Oculuses in general, the VR headsets in general, just are not able to keep up or maintain the same level as the consoles. And it's just unfortunate, but it's true. They should have made this game a console game. Arkham games, stuff like that. Any type of puzzle games with your hands and stuff, Beat Saber, that type of stuff I can get on the VR. But a game like this, I don't know. I think they would have made far more money doing it on a console, making it as a console game, and making it like a sequel to Arkham Origins and doing it that way. I think they would have made a crap ton more money. They would have had to have obviously done a whole lot more work, but at the end of the day, I feel like it would have been worth it. All that work would have got you a whole lot of money. Think about all the money that all the other Arkham games made Rocksteady. I mean, you know what I mean? It's just, I feel like they should have put all their time and effort into that. That would have been far better than any type of VR game or a headset game. But anyways, guys, if you enjoyed my reaction to this and my thoughts on this, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and share. Post your comments down below. Let me know what you all thought. And as always, I will catch you on the next video. Peace.